Monster Hunter World large monster tier list. So Monster Hunter Wilds comes out in a week at the time I'm recording this, and I'm super excited. It basically looks like the sequel to World or World 2.0, but I want to go back and look at these. So I'm not like a OG Monster Hunter player. I started with World way like 7 years ago, played the base game, beat it, and I didn't really like come back for any of the stuff they added. And then I came back for Iceborne and played all the way through Iceborne. So it's been like 3.5 years since I've like really played this game regularly. So give me a break if I forget some of these monsters. Criteria wise, I mean, this is kind of like my opinion. Obviously, that's what fucking tier lists are. Why are you watching this if you don't want to hear? But basically, like, how good the fight is, mechanics, how crucial it is to the story if it's a story boss, and just the feel and everything. So getting it started with a banger. I think these are these are in chronological order basically, somewhat. So great Jagras. No, I'll give it a B. I mean, it's the intro fight. I think it's a good introduction. It's just like a basically you fight like little Jagrases first, and then you fight the great Jagras. Pretty self-explanatory. No special moves. This is the boss you kind of fight when you come back to the game and just want a confidence booster. Kuliyaku. I'm gonna say it's a C tier. I mean, nothing special. I didn't really improve upon the Great Jagras, other than the fact that he has like a attack that could probably one shot you at the time you fight him, which is like the giant slam where he just digs up a rock. He's just a dumb bird. So I don't know. Pookie Pookie. I really like this. Coral Pookie Pookie is similar, it just does water damage instead of poison, I believe. But yeah, it's kind of like a good introduction to like status effects in the game, which I like. And the look is kind of like fucking unique. It's once again like I think it's considered a wyvern. I don't know, but no like crazy mechanics other than the poison slash water. I believe for this one, it has a few new moves, but I think it's about the same. Barroth, I'm gonna go below average. I mean, people like him because he's like I don't know, mud monster or whatever the fuck. I don't really give a fuck. He's just like rolls around in the mud and you just beat the shit out of him, like break his back, basically, and he's done. This is Giratotus, I think. Let me look. Yeah, Giratotus. I don't like Piscean Wyverns at all, really. I think they're the worst boss fights. This guy is honestly actually second best, sorry. We'll get to one later. I think second best Piscean Wyvern, but he's not that good. I mean, honestly, I think he's in the same tier as Barroth. He's not that hard. He just runs around in the mud and spills it on you. Tobi-Kadachi, I'm going to go A. Same with the Viper, Tobi-Kadachi. I think he does poison. No. What's the red? I don't remember. But he does paralysis, I believe, or electricity, which pretty cool. I mean, this is like I don't want to say like a hard boss fight, but definitely like an improvement upon these fuckers. You go into the Ancient Forest and fight him, and he has the one like giant slam attack once again, but it's basically like a giant squirrel, which I really like the design of this boss. Anjanath, S tier, easy. Same with Fulgur Anjanath. I mean, to be fair, Fulgur Anjanath didn't really improve much. He had a paralysis instead of like just nothing or fire. They both have fire, I believe. But Anjanath is like kind of I don't know, mark in the story to figure out if you understand the game and if you have good mechanics or decent enough mechanics. Because I remember struggling the first time I fought him, and he's just really iconic. The T-Rex kind of vibe. So great boss. Titsi Yaku, I believe. Let me look. I'm gonna go see. I don't think he really adds much to the table. Or I like to call him Titty Yaku. I don't know. His gimmick is basically like he has the flashbang attack, and that's really you have to watch out for. He stuns you. That's it. I can't find him. Titty Yaku, but I think that's his name. Yeah. Yeah, Titsi Yaku or Titty Yaku. I don't know. He's really weak. He just beat the fuck out of his head, and he's good. Palamu? I'm going to go with B. I think he's solid. His gimmick is like he inflates his head with air and floats, but it's not like annoying floating. Like that's kind of his weak point. His tail is like strong as fuck, so if you can break that, good. I'm putting this in D tier. This is the dumbest fucking addition to this game. One of the dumbest ones. A sleep version of the Palamu, or Palumu, whatever you want to call it. Palumu. This fight is like just weird. Like there's times where he'll just float in the air, like spit his sleep jizz on you, and you just go to sleep and nothing will happen. Like you gotta go like this, like trying to wake himself up. I don't get it, and he doesn't even attack you during it. I do love his one thing where he like blows all his air out and like floats around like a balloon. I think that's pretty funny. Great Gyros. I think he does bleed damage. His gimmick is that he has like minions similar to Great Jagras. That's really it, honestly. He just does paralysis, I think, at 1.2. Oh, no, it's paralysis that he does with his fangs. They're yellow. He's in the Rotten Vale, which is one of the worst areas. Radabon, I think that's his name. Yeah, Radabon. I'm going to put him the same as... He's basically Barroth, but not mud. He's like common shit Barroth. He rolls around the Rotten Vale. Pretty much it. Raytheon, I think he's like a... Let's find Rathalos too while we're here. Rathalos. I mean, so like the silver and like the blue and the pink and the... all the fucking colors, it doesn't matter. The rainbow right here. That's actually kind of cool. Basically, they add like some new attacks and new like gimmicks or elements. I like Raytheon because it has like the poison tail. Rathalos is just like the signature fire dragon. These are just solid boss fights. You have fun doing them. I think in the story, Rathalos, like you get knocked down the giant waterfall, which is fun. But you like I'd say anything like above B tier is like fun. I'd go out of my way to fight him. I wouldn't go out of my way, but I would enjoy fighting him. Anything below B is like kind of a chore, I'd say. So Legiana and Legion Legiana. Hang on. Let me look at the term so I don't get it right. Shrieking Legiana, whatever you want to call her. I like this boss a lot. It's kind of like the ice, pterodactyl vibe, and she has like the one like wing clap attack that does freeze damage. And I like the area too, the Coral Highlands. That's one of my favorite areas in the game. So I think a good boss. Odogaron, I mean, he's pretty easy to fight. He does bleed damage if he bites you. I don't remember what the Ebony Odogaron did. I don't remember like his gimmick. But you fight him in the Rotten Vale or the Coral Highlands in his case. Or no, both of them. You could fight him in either area, actually, now that I think about it. Nothing crazy. Diablos, I think, is honestly on the same level as Raytheon and Rathalos, but I'm going to move it up just because, like, it's so fucking funny when, like, Rathalos, like, just has a piercing scream. Or Rathalos. Not Rathalos. Diablos, sorry, has like a shrieking scream and like goes underground and has like this giant tail, like Stegosaurus thing. I think it's a well-designed boss, and the Black Diablos, like, just more aggressive, like in heat, basically. I think she's a good like addition as well, visuals as well. I mean, it's a fun boss. Kirin, honestly, don't think. So I know she was in previous games. Like, most of these were in previous games, obviously. I don't think Kirin, like, added much, honestly. It's just like a unicorn, really, and that's it. It charges at you and shit. Oh, wait, hang on. Add row below. Okay. Zora Magdaros. Yeah. He's got his own tier. This fucking stupid main story boss, like, it's literally just a gimmick. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up Elden Ring because that's a fucking great game. The gimmick fights in that, Fire Giant's a little bit of a gimmick. Rykard's kind of a gimmick. Like, the first phase of Renala is kind of a gimmick, but it's not the main fucking boss. Okay, like, the fact that this is like a time gated mission, you just go there and shoot balls at him, like, you fuck with your cannons, you jerk off with artillery, like, it's just stupid. And you run around, you mine shit on his back, like, it's the dumbest fucking thing in the game. Okay. Deviljho, I think, is solid. I really like... I'm going to go up. I really like Savage Deviljho, honestly. Like, kind of just fucking, like, lizard attack you, dinosaur. I don't even know what to call him. Fucking badass. Dodogama. Look, I know people, like, put this in its own tier, like, at the top for me. Haha, funny, super funny. No. This dude fucking eats rocks, and that's it. He's a great Jagras that eats fucking rocks, okay? Who is this? This is... I don't know off the top of my head. Uragaan? Yeah. He's basically these. I mean, I honestly don't remember a single time I fought this dude, so I'm putting him in there. Oh, Lavasiath. He might be in Zora Magdaros tier, honestly. No, he's in D. I can't disrespect Zora, or I can't respect Zora Magdaros that much. This motherfucker, like, he gets like a lava skin or like rock hard skin, just from like magma hardening or whatever. I don't know. It's stupid. Like, you just fucking bounce off of them if you don't have the right weapon. Dumb as shit. Piscean Wyverns suck, okay? Basil Juice. I really like Basil Juice and Seething Basil Juice. Kind of fun, like the Bomber Dragon, cool concept. He has like the craziest screams in existence, similar to Diablo. I don't know what it is. Like, it just makes a fight more epic. Like, holy shit. That's pretty much it. Nergigante and Runenurg. I think, so base Nergigante in the base game, like kind of similar to Anjanath, like a power test. I think is a cool concept too. He like feeds on the death of other, I don't know, elder dragons or whatever. I like him. Giant horns, you break the fuck out of him. He falls on the ground. He's spiky. Cool design. Just basically a giant porcupine dragon. Valhazak and I don't know what the other one is. Black Veil Valhazak. Black Veil Valhazak is like terrible. Like the anything. Okay, so like I like arena gimmicks as long as they add to the game. They don't. Like, you just fucking take damage over time. Like, you gotta kill them fast. Which there's another one that's better, which we'll get to, like arena gimmick. But fuck this. Okay. Teostra. No, I'm going DT, dude. Teostra, like, terrible. Okay. Like the wind attacks. It's just not a fun fight. To be honest with you, I do not have fun fighting this. Just the wind attacks and inconvenience. It flies around and shit. Like, when I can't fucking like attack the boss, like, not just like that they keep attacking and like they have chain a bunch of shit together. It's the fact that like they're just like away and in the air. It sucks. Teostra and Lunastra. I'm gonna put an S tier. I think these are the best Elder Dragons. It's kind of funny that like these are the three ones that you fight. Like these three, Teostra, Valhazak, and Kushala Da. Oh wait, did I call us Teostra? I meant Kushala Daora. Sorry, ignore what I just said before when I was shitting on Teostra. No, Teostra is good. Kushala Daora sucks. Yeah, I like, so like when you first fought Teostra, it's in like a arena where you take damage from heat, but if you have a cool drink, then you're okay. And then Lunastra is kind of like the female of the equivalent. And I think these are just well designed bosses, like kind of like a lion dragon hybrid with horns. I don't know, goat, something, but enjoyable. Moves are rewarding to counter and dodge. Who is this? I don't even know what the fuck this symbol is. Oh, it's Xeno'jiiva. Okay. I like basically the final boss. I mean, other than Zora Magdaros, you kill Zora Magdaros, like, what the fuck? There's a little dragon eating the cum of the elder dragons. Like, that's basically what happens with this one. I mean, there's a few gimmicks in this fight, but honestly, not really that cool. Like, the only time you really fight this boss is in the story. Behemoth, I mean, kind of a gimmick boss fight, but you actually have to play. I mean, to be fair though, I didn't fight Behemoth until like after it was a main thing, so I don't really have much to say. I mean, Leshen and Ancient Leshen gimmick. I mean, cool that like they brought in The Witcher, but in reality, like, not a ton to add. I mean, it was, like I said, it was cool, but not really part of the game, I'd say. So it's not really fair to rank these at all. So anyone that skipped to the end, fuck you if you see this and don't like it. This is Kulf Taroth, I believe. Kind of a gimmick fight once again. Like, you run through this gold shit and get items and, I don't know, pickups and whatnot. Whatever, dude. I mean, final boss is cool, but anything that's like drawn and played out like that sucks. So, what did I just put? Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to put you in Zora Magdaros. My bad, bro. This is Beatotus, the best Piscean Wyvern. His gimmick is like the snow and the cold damage or whatever. He's not that bad to fight. That's really all I have to say. He's like the first boss in Iceborne, so solid. Banbro, or as I like to call him, Boner Bro. I really like this boss. He's like a giant moose that just charges at you, and then like he'll disappear for like 5 seconds. You're like, what the fuck? And he comes back to the arena with this giant log that wipes the whole thing. Fucking hilarious. So yeah, he's good. Same with I think is this Barioth? Let me see. Barioth is great, and I don't remember this variant. I don't remember fighting him twice. I don't see him on here. Barioth and his variant. Um, cool idea, like saber-tooth tiger vibe that flies. He's got a few like crazy ice attacks, but it's really a rewarding fight. Is this Nargacuga? It looks like it. Nargacuga's solid. Kind of charges at you, runs back and forth, has like some. He's like a quick, like stealthy monster, which I like. Not a terribly memorable fight, but memorable. Glavenus, same thing. I think this is an acidic Glavenus. I think this is a really cool boss design with like the tail that's like a blade that slices you. Awesome, well done. And the acidic version just as a sick damage rather than like hot damage or heat damage. I don't know if there's heat damage in this game or fire damage, but really a cool boss design. You can hit his tail. Tigrex, I think he's solid. And Brute Tigrex. A Brute Wyvern, obviously. He kind of just charges back and forth. It's kind of a fun fight, actually. I would bring him up, but once again, I wouldn't go out of my way to fight him, so I think he's just solid, average. Brachydios and Raging Brachydios. As much as I fucking hate Raging Brachydios, like, he has so much fucking health for a base boss. It's terrible. It's really a fun, like, rewarding fight. Like, a good challenge in a good way. Where he, like, leaves the cum on the ground and explodes. Really tough. But I like him. Velkhana. So if we're talking like storyline Velkhana, like main story, But if we're talking like Arch-Tempered Velkhana, holy shit, that's a fun boss fight. You could argue that it's harder than Fatalis because she has a lower health pool, but you don't have like the arena shit to help you out. So, I mean, I think you have a longer time limit, maybe. I don't remember. But you fight her in the Elder Recess, and super enjoyable. She has some new attacks too with the Arch-Tempered version. Namiel, awesome. Great boss. Like, the Elder Dragons in Iceborne are so much fucking better than the base game Elder Dragons. Like, Namiel is kind of like the water queen. I don't even know. But she has some cool attacks when she's Art-Tempered as well. Super fucking fun boss fight. This is Shara's Valda. I actually, it's the first phase, gimmick phase. But once again, like I said with Renala and Elden Ring, like, I don't mind one phase being kind of a gimmick phase where you just, like, have to break her shit and then she comes out of her cage and she's doing just fine. Mr. Brightside. No, I really like it. She has some cool attacks. It's really rewarding. Zinogre and Stygian Zinogre. Super fucking fun. So I'd be biased because the way I ranked up in this game, my master rank, because I was super behind. I played the mission with Tempered Zinogre fucking over and over again. I probably did it about 30 times, like, in a row just to get to master rank where I could fight Teostra. But honestly, I really like this boss design. It looks really cool. He's got some good attacks. It flows really well. Like, just for like a standard boss, awesome. This is Yangaruda. Is that his name? Hang on. Yangaruga. And I don't know what this variant is. They look almost the exact same. They might be the exact same image. I fought him one time, and he's like kind of like an old, like, I don't know, decrepit boss, which, cool. Rajang, S tier, dude. The fucking cutscene where he takes Kieran and just fucking snaps the horn off. Holy shit, dude. That was electric. Fucking loved it. Yeah, that's really it. He's just a fucking cracked out gorilla on amphetamines and shit. It's super fun. He's aggressive. And you can beat the fuck out of him. Is this Safi Jiva, I believe? I don't think I have an icon up for him. Safi Jiva, I only fought like 1 or 2 times. It was like an event boss, so I don't have much to say. Maybe higher, maybe lower, but I'm putting in mid to be safe. Elatrion? So I have mixed feelings about this. So if Escalation Protocol or whatever the attack is, the wipe attack, if that wasn't a thing, I think this is like S tier because the boss fight leading up to that is great. Great moveset, rewarding. But the thing is, like, it's a DPS check, yes, I'm okay with that. But the fact that you have to build for elemental specifically just annoys me. Like, I understand like changing your build, but like changing to elemental completely is just a huge change. And it depends on your weapon too. Like, if you're using dual blades, obviously that's great. But if you're using like a great sword or something else, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can't get the status effects. And then the best boss in the entire fucking game, Fatalis. I've played this mission so many times. Like, it's really a true test of skill. It's epic. You have like all the arena stuff. It takes teamwork. You have to break his head, or he gets like the cracked fire attacks. I don't know. I love it so fucking much. This boss is so good, and his lore too. He's like kind of the god of the dragons or whatever, the king of the dragons, the black dragon. Fucking great. So this is my opinion on all of these. It's correct after not playing this game for 3.5 years. There's some bosses that are probably better than others. I don't fucking know. Hope you enjoyed.